Milton and Lydia, Love is Blind season 5, I think, are getting a divorce. Blind Bartimaeus could have seen this coming, but apparently there are so many Love is Blind fans who are just so torn up about Lydia and Milton getting a divorce. And of course, we know those are desperate women, Pick Misha, because cousin sister Auntie Janice already told you that this was a bad match, that they would not work out. Okay, Lydia is desperate for a man. Plus, she is old enough to be his mother. She basically married her son husband, who, in all fairness, was still a boy, though he was legal, and he needed to grow up and become a man. Milton had not become a man yet. But desperate Miss Pygmesia, aka Miss Lydia, oh, I love her. You're the one. This is after she followed the other guy on the show. What was his name? She ran down the other guy and went on the show because he was on the show, girl. Nothing good could come of this, okay? Oh, Milton, rumors are saying he cheated 5 times. Listen, the boy is like 18, okay? 18-year-olds, he's not 18, but young men, this is what they do. They try to figure out what it is they like, who they want. They are pursuing women. That is what they're supposed to be doing. They should not be married at such a young age, especially to an old grandma woman. But anyways, hey, cousin, hey. If you're new here, my name is Janice, because it's Aunt Janice. To my forever cousins, I absolutely love you. If you're new, you have not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do so. I absolutely love you. I adore you. For my forever cousins, please make sure you are subscribed. I miss you guys. Just been busy working, writing on books, just doing stuff, okay? So that's why you haven't seen me. But I said, let me just jump on today and just do this quick video and then a few other things I want to jump on. So here's Lydia's statement. Lydia's statement. Okay, let's read it together. It says, our beginning was truly magical. It was a love story that you read in books, and it felt like a fantasy, a fairy tale. As I write this, people aren't aware that I asked to go our separate ways, not because I don't love you, but because our love story has come to an end. As tears roll down my cheeks, the part that hurts most is the part that some saw the potential of what could be. But your last words to me spin around at night, taking over my sleep and my spirit. I never ever wished this ending or any ending, to be honest. I wish I knew the answer to what happened. What made you change, truly, so I could go back and fix it. When you read these words, you are probably going to be angry at me. You always were when I overshared, but this is part of my healing and gathering back the pieces you broke. No one will ever know the amount of pain as I write this or all this sleepless night. Thank you. Thank you for the beginning of her love story. Thank you for choosing me as I was. It is because of that man I saw at the altar that I know what I deserve now. My wish for you is that you find your happiness that you couldn't find with me, and I have accepted that. Forever the first man that chose me and loved me for being me. I wouldn't trade it even though I am in pain. I wouldn't change our marriage for anything. Forever you have taken a piece of my heart with you. I love you beyond it, beyond it. For me, love will always be blind. That's exactly why you ended up in this situation. Girl, this is why you in this situation. Let's watch her video talking about him um him him cheating and texting girls. Like, you know what, I'm not mad at Milton. I am not mad. Okay, this is what young boys, you all old behind grade women, need to leave these boys and let them figure out their lives. Stop trying to run them
I
down. Stop trying to get them to marry you, okay? Because your eggs are screaming, okay? I'm all for women getting married. I'm all for you getting the husband, but please, ma'am, leave these little young boys alone, okay?
I've been quiet for too long, not necessarily because I didn't have anything to speak of, more because I wasn't ready for other people's opinions and judgments. And now I'm ready. And I have decided that I filed divorce against Milton. I suffered so long in silence that my healing is going to be loud and profound.
I'm gonna stop this because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Oh, you. So first of all, you are 30. How old? 36, 32. Lydia, you are the same hungry, thirsty girl, child. You just hungry and thirsty. And I'm sorry to say that until you really go sit down and get you some healing, like a psychologist and a psychiatrist, you will end up in the same situation that you are with Milton as you was with the other guy.
I, I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's see what some other people are saying about this. Let me read this article instead from People's Magazine. So, Love is Blind Lydia announces divorce from husband. Milton drops shocking bombshell about their marriage. In a new interview, Lydia Velez revealed she was filing for divorce from Milton Johnson and that he allegedly refused to sign divorce papers unless there was an NDA on the June 11th episode of What's the Reality podcast. Lydia Velez and Milton Johnson, the celebrity couple who met and got married on season 5 of Love is Blind, has split after nearly 3 years of marriage. Nobody with common sense should be surprised. Okay. Lydia went on the What's the Reality podcast on June 11, where she revealed details of their contentious split and made shocking allegations about Milton's behavior, including claims of mistreatment and infidelity during their marriage. Lydia also claimed Milton, who did not return people's requests for comment, allegedly refused to sign the divorce paper unless there was an NDA of his blind stubborn couple, or ended their marriage after 3 years. Lydia, 34, appeared on fellow Love is Blind alum Amber Desiree AD podcast was real on June 11, where she revealed that life has been tumultuous since her time on Love is Blind. She then announced she had decided to file for divorce from Milton, 27. Lydia said their split wasn't due to one thing, but rather a series of things over the years, and claimed that when she told Milton she wanted to serve divorce, he refused to sign unless there was an NDA in place. That's that enough for me to me that I need to share my truth. Lydia said, adding that she's been suffering in silence and it has been too much to keep quiet. People has reached out to Milton repeatedly for comment by both social media and email, and he has not yet responded. She detailed one of their first arguments in October 2022, just 6 months after they tied the knot, explained that it was over a woman Milton dated in the past who allegedly refused to cut off. Shouldn't he be the one to cut her off? He kept giving me excuses, she claimed, later detailing how she discovered text messages with his best friend in which Milton said the woman had been all around his ding-a-ling lately and that he wanted to freak her. My heart went to the floor, Lydia said, of reading the messages. I felt betrayed and disrespected after the incident. Lydia says she called Milton and questioned him how long he had been feeling that way. Milton denied the allegations and insisted he wouldn't jeopardize his marriage, but she claimed he later flipped it on me and accused her of invading his privacy. I didn't feel like the therapy was working, she said, acknowledging that she started to question herself and feel as though she was losing uh, my spark. As things got worse, she claimed Milton often told her she was nagging him all the time. I believe it. And disrespected him by wearing my swimsuits. She recalled how Milton would allegedly scold me in front of his family because she was cussing too much in front of them. Well, I mean, so you want to cuss. It's okay for you to cuss, but it's not okay for him to correct you. Girl, bye. It kept making me feel small. Yeah. Yeah. Lydia also denied that there were a 7-year age gap and brief long distance relationship while he was in grad school played a role in their split. She insisted the split was simply due to a lack of Milton's emotional availability, maturity, and support and communication. Maybe the internet was right that he wasn't ready for marriage. She said, I don't think he was ready to be a husband, but yet you married him anyways. The reality star said she invited friends over for a pool party to celebrate her birthday last year, and Milton allegedly didn't help her get ready aside from cleaning one guest's bedroom. She claimed he stayed in another room playing the Halo video game all day as her friends questioned where he was. When Milton finally emerged, Lydia claimed he had an attitude towards me, which she described as very evasive and non affectionate. She attempted to confront him about what was going on, but said he refused to discuss the matter. I felt so shut off and so alone. She said, no, noting that she went into full panic attack and meltdown mode, which resulted in Milton allegedly threatening to call the police. Other fights between the pair stem from Milton's discomfort with her swimsuits. She claimed that he told her, I never want to imagine my woman as a promiscuous woman, but you knew that before, Milton. You knew she was around the corner, girl, and requested that she stop posting photos in swimsuit. Lydia said she attempted to meet him down the middle and agreed to stop, but under the condition that he stopped liking pictures of other women in bikinis. However, things allegedly unfolded differently than she planned. I stopped and he didn't. She claimed what stopped was him engaging with my posts. Lydia said the diagnosis ruined. In September 2024, Lydia was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, a chronic condition characterized by intense body pain and fatigue, which she claimed made things worse for their relationship. Lydia said the diagnosis ruined my life and claimed that Milton was far from supportive instead of him being my support. He told me, you're not dying. You just have to eat healthy and work out. Lydia also claimed she wanted to request a medical leave from her job in the wake of her diagnosis, but Milton allegedly told her effing no, despite the fact she was the primary breadwinner in their home. That's why he didn't want you to stop working, okay, Mom? Lydia hit a breaking point after learning that Milton had allegedly been contacting other women. The reality star said he received messages from other women on social media claiming that Milton was flirting with them, pursuing them at bars, excuse me, and paying for their drinks while he was out of town. She also got an email from one woman who claimed Milton invited her to his hotel and was texting and FaceTiming her at 4 a.m. with screenshots to prove it. That same woman also said Milton wasn't wearing his wedding ring at the time she met him and told her he wasn't married. That was it for me. I was like, I cannot continue. Lydia said when she confronted Milton about this, Lydia said he tried to put the blame on her and never owned up to any infidelity claims. Lydia's mom allegedly confronted Milton at one point. Lydia said that they had one fight where Milton said he was 5 minutes away from throwing you out on the streets. Jesus. She claimed he never apologized and insisted had the right to say that during a separate instance in front of Lydia's mom. Lydia got upset during the fight and he allegedly accused her of not being able to control her emotions and said he has left women for much less. As a result, Lydia said her mom yelled at him for being cruel towards her. Lydia also claimed Milton made a snarkly comment towards her mom, who primarily speaks Spanish, when she struggled to find the English word for disappointed. Following the confrontation, Milton allegedly claimed he wouldn't be disrespected in his house and insisted that he would have sent her mom to a hotel, which Lydia refused to let him do and told her over my dead body. Since March 31, 2025, their relationship has been non-existent, according to Lydia. Lydia says she had given the silent treatment by Milton ever since she asked for divorce in March, despite the fact that they were living together in his parents' house. Oh, Lord, you took her home to She also alleged that she tried to have the conversation about divorce. He told her, you're too effing stupid and an untrustworthy person. When asked if Milton was blindsided by the divorce, Lydia said no, but acknowledged that he didn't know she was going on AD's podcast. She admitted that she's worried about the public perception because people idolize him, but I have to do what's right for me. She also reiterated how I don't believe he loves me. No, he doesn't, girl. She added, I still love him. Unfortunately, I do. Yes, you love everything, dear. Okay. Even the garbage can. You love it because you're just desperate for love and a man. Lydia said Milton's parents have been supportive of her despite the turmoil in their marriage. I love them so much. They're my family. I don't want this relationship to end, and they will continue to be my mom and pops for me. I'm very grateful. No, they will not. Okay, when he gets married, when he is ready, okay, his new wife will be calling them mom and pop. Lydia says she has been completely separated from Milton and living with her friends since March. She believes he would have kept dragging the relationship through because he was very uncomfortable with giving her scraps of attention. Despite the difficult circumstances, Lydia says she was looking forward to her future and putting this bad chapter behind her. She proudly stated, I'm never going to settle for less than I deserve. I'm not going to keep choosing feeling belittled, feeling dismissed. I cannot keep being in a place where I'm not wanted. She added, I'm trying to put back the pieces that he broke. Yeah, you broke yourself, dear. You should have you should have just ran to the hills. Okay, Lydia? Okay, Lydia, you was a desperate pygmisha, and this is what happened to desperate pygmishas, okay? You get used and then you get left, but thank God it only took you 3 years to come to your senses to stop being a dum-dum. If you have not picked up my #1 best-selling book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet, please be sure to do so. Milton is in this book. And if you have not picked up my second #1 best-selling book, The Naked Wife, Lydia is in this book too. Be sure to do so. They're available on Amazon. I absolutely love you. Tell me what you think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment. I'll be in the comments today. So if you leave a comment, I'm gonna hit you right back because my little boy has signs tutoring at 7. It's not really tutoring. I just started prepping him for his summer classes while he's home. He'll be doing some, some little stuff online, drawing, sketching, and just stuff that he likes to keep his brain going while he's on summer break. I absolutely love you. Comment below. Talk to you later. Bye.